All right, slide 3 here. Step 1, modify the height and the width of all of the rows and columns. Okay, so if you recall from the Edpuzzle, in order to do that, you have to select all of the cells in the entire spreadsheet. So you're going to go up here to this little tiny rectangle next to A and above 1. Click it. Once you click it, that means you have selected all of the cells in the entire spreadsheet. So if you want to modify them all at the same time, you just go between A and B. Let's just make it them a little bit, make it a little bit bigger for A, and then you'll see now every single column is the same exact width. And then go ahead and do the same thing for your rows. Grab one, I don't care which one you go between. I'm going to go between 2 and 3. I'm just going to click and I'm going to drag down a bit. And then again, you'll notice now every single cell in this document should have the same height and width. And then to get out of, so if you have everything selected, to get out of that, all you do is just click randomly somewhere on the spreadsheet and it will take it out of that select all mode. All right, number 2, insert a row between rows 4 and 5. To do this, you're going to go to the row below where you want to insert it because it inserts above. So I'm going to go over here. You have to select the whole entire row. So I'm going to click on the 5. Notice that the whole row is now selected. Now with my cursor still on the 5, I'm going to right click and I'm just going to simply hit insert. And it automatically inserted one. And it did renumber it, so it's kind of hard to see. But now you do have a row in between 4 and the previous 5, which is now 6. You're going to insert a column between columns D and E. So here's D, here's E. Again, kind of like the rows, the columns get inserted before. So we're going to select E, column E. And again, my cursor's still on the E. I'm going to right click and I'm just going to hit insert again. And you'll see that a row goes between D and E, but it does relabel them. So now it's just D has content in it, E does not, and F does. So just pushed them out. Okay, that was 3, 4. We're going to delete row 9. If you're going to delete an entire row, don't just select all these cells and delete them. We want the whole row gone. So in order to do that, you click the 9 so that you selected the entire row, right click, and simply hit delete. And then it was hard to tell because it's still labeled 9, but it did delete that row, and then it bumped up the information that was initially in row 10 to now in row 9. So I just really quickly changed number 5. We're going to go ahead and cut the contents of column D, and we're going to paste it in column E. So here we go. To cut, you got to select the entire column. So I'm going to click on D. I'm going to right click. I'm going to hit cut. Notice that the cut, the border becomes this dashed green line that's kind of dancing around the border there. So we've got it, it's in cut mode. Now we got to paste it. So I'm going to select E, the whole column. I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit paste. And you can see now that the phone numbers now, instead of being in column D, are in column E. And that is it for slide 3.